It's a silky gold. It's a really nice material in a PLA, using a 3mm brim at the bottom, and with that support blocker that I was talking about in the previous video. But let's show you from scratch again the support blocker in Cura, right? Because here's another example of what I'm going to need. So I've got all the usual settings. I've got top and bottom layers of 3, 1 wall count. So this is really just a thin wall section which you need for gliders or any aviation type stuff, right? You can see that's got 2 walls, which is in the actual STL file. It's got a Bowden tube where the piano wire goes down, and that goes right up to the tail. But this area here, look, which is where the captive nut goes, is not going to be strong enough, really, especially if a wing gets a hard knock. Then quite likely this will split, or when you're pushing the nut in, it's quite likely this will split, as it did on my first one, right? So I want to create some infill, but only for that specific section. So what we do is we click on this little, first of all, select the object model, select the support blocker, select where you want it to go. And you see a little cube has appeared. This is what we call the support blocker. Make sure you put it in prepared mode, not preview mode. Right. So roughly, I'm pretty certain that's where I want that support blocker to be. But let's just get things into position a little bit. To faff around with your mouse and positioning. So it needs to come up a little bit. So we'll select it. We'll select the move. We'll grab the blue, because we want to bring this bit up until it encapsulates this region here, right? I'm not too worried about the thickness of this because it's not impacting anything in that direction, west or east or whatever, west that way, east that way. So the north and south looks to me like it's, yes, pretty much. You could possibly bring that, expand that. So if I come down to, where is it, scaling, I don't really want uniform scaling, but I want to be able to, let's have a look, I want to be able to move. Let's see if I can, come on, select the blue. Okay. Let's get this into position again. Select this. There you go. A little bit taller. And then I'm going to say move, and I want this to go down, grab the blue, go down, wait to about there, right. So now I can see it's encapsulating this entire zone, which is what I want, yeah? I want this to be thicker. So now that I've selected that, I come down to the per model settings, I select modify settings for overlaps. I select those settings, and then I want top, actually just top layers, bottom layers. I could go for increased wall. I've got wall thickness selected already. I certainly want an infill density, an infill pattern. I'm not worried too much about the speed. It'll pick those up from here. I could slow it down a bit, but let's do that just for some additional settings to play with. I want to choose lines. I want to choose 3 top layers. It's inheriting that from these settings over here. It's fine. I'll leave these inherited settings, and I will slow it down to 50. Let's go to 55. And the infill density, yes, I want 20% infill. And that should do it. 20% on lines, and click away, and now slice. So it's going to slice the whole model, but for that selection here, this support blocker, it's going to have specific settings. So we'll just see what it does. And we'll go and preview and see if that's exactly what we want. Trying to think a bit more now. Here we go. So let's preview it. Let's move things around a little bit so I can see exactly what's going on inside the model. And let's start coming down. So there you go. Let's just bring that around. Let's see how it's thickened everything up in here. Can't really see. It's just using lines. I'm using 20%. It's only a small area. There you go. You see it just there. Look, see it? There you go. So you've got that extra layer of rigidity built in. There you go. You see the lines appearing here. Because you could fill it in even more. I could probably fill it into 100% if you wanted. Or you can mess around with your wall count instead, rather than using infill. But that should give it the level of strength that I'm looking for. Let's play with that a little bit more. Let's select that. You also select it comes up with that. Let's just go for 100% infill. Oh, that's a bit slow. 100. There you go. You could just mess around with the top and bottom layers. It will achieve pretty much the same thing. But let's go for that. Let's slice it. Click away. So again, it's going to have to think a little bit. Preview. Let's have a look, see what's the result. Scale up. Just bring that down here. Yeah, you can definitely see it's filled it in, look, see? Especially down that back end, look. Yeah, this is solid. Yeah, all the way through to about there. So that should give it the rigidity that I'm looking for. So we'll go for that. And anyway,